so they're gonna do this job for Raptors. They're actually around in
Come on, come on. You ready? Are we ready? Yep. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to give a couple of opening remarks, followed by the mayor, followed by John Miller, who will give some updates on the day. Joined up here by Lieutenant Mark Torrey, the CEO of the Bomb Squad, Chief Rodney Harrison, Chief of Patrol, and behind me, the tremendous men and women that were working their butts off the last couple of days from the Bomb Squad. It's been a trying couple of days here in New York City and across the country. Today began with news about additional suspicious packages on top of those already reported over the previous 5 days. But what's most important is this day is concluding with an arrest. This outcome comes as no surprise to myself or the men and women in the law enforcement community. From the moment the first package was discovered, our NYPD detectives, along with the FBI, ATF, postal inspectors, and the state police, and many others, all of who make up the Joint Terrorist Task Force, went to work. As Commissioner O'Neill said earlier today in Washington, more than 100 of the 300 investigators who make up the JTTF are New York City cops. They worked in tandem with the expert technicians who call this facility home, the NYPD Bomb Squad. Their response to these jobs has been phenomenal, recovering 3 confirmed devices. If you ask any member of the Bomb Squad about what they did, they will say they simply answered another call for service. They would say they mitigated the threat. But it's important to make the distinction. They put themselves in harm's way. They answered the call, they kept New Yorkers safe, and did a great job. At the end of the day, this was a massive collaboration. It could have been difficult to coordinate, but it wasn't. And that's because of long-standing relationships, close coordination, and a unified mission to find those responsible. I'm proud of the hard work of everyone involved, especially the New York City cops who stood tall, side by side with their FBI partners down in Plantation, Florida, where they made the arrest on this investigation, bringing justice and closure to these horrific cases. I also want to thank every New Yorker whose tremendous resilience is a hallmark of being a New Yorker. You are a force multiplier like none other. You have always been and will continue to be a vital partner in our success. Continue to share information, and remember, if you see something, say something. Tell a police officer or call 888-NYC-SAFE or dial 911. Please continue to remain vigilant. There may still be more packages out there. Thank you. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you, Chief. Thank you very much. Everybody, this has been a week where there's been a lot of fear, there's been a lot of concern all over the city, all over this country. And in times like that, people are looking for something they can believe in, something that they can be reassured by. I want to tell you that New Yorkers, we have so much to be proud of, even in this really difficult week, because we had the men and women of the NYPD to look up to and to see as examples of calm and professionalism and strength, even in the midst of crisis. No one in this extraordinary organization, no one did more to address this crisis than the members of the Bomb Squad. And I want to say to them, to all of you, I want to express the appreciation of 8.6 million New Yorkers, because this was a moment where everything was on the line and you all stood up and you did extraordinary work. This is work of heroes. It's not only difficult work, it takes extraordinary precision and care, but everyone who's a member of the Bomb Squad puts their life on the line. They are willing to do that for all of us. So in a time when people felt a lot of fear and a lot of pain, they also saw heroes step forward. They saw these members of the Bomb Squad step forward. They saw all the men and women of the NYPD step forward. But we saw something else in this city that really is important to note. We saw the everyday heroes of the city as well. We saw the men and women of this city who went about their lives, who did not let a terrorist change them or throw them off their game. This is so important. You know, fear can spread. Fear can overtake us. New Yorkers did not let that happen. The eyes of the nation were on this city, and this city showed the entire country what it was to stand up for each other, to be tough and to have a lot of heart. New Yorkers showed so much heart this week. And it became very, very clear this problem wasn't going away, but people were resolute. And they went about their lives, they went to work, they took care of their families, and they sent a message: terrorism is never going to change who we are. My congratulations to all of our partners, federal, state, city, everyone who did the work of this investigation. Thank God that this suspect has been apprehended. But we also know we have to remain vigilant. And that's the thing I really want to emphasize. You heard from the chief. The vigilance this city learned ever since 9/11, that's something we have lived with. We have to continue to exercise that vigilance. If you get a package that seems strange, if you get something in the mail that doesn't seem right, if you see wires, there's a chemical smell, or anything out of the ordinary, don't open it. Call the NYPD. If you see a package on the street or in the subway that's left unattended, alert the NYPD immediately. This situation, this week, even though it was so full of danger, no one got hurt because everyone did what they were supposed to do. But we've got to do that every single day. So my tremendous congratulations to you, to all the members of the bomb squad, to all the members of NYPD, and we look forward to keeping this city safe together. Thank you. John?
Thanks, Mr. Mayor and Chief Monahan. You know, the Commissioner O'Neill in Washington during the press conference said, you know, this is a city that has been no stranger to terrorism. You think of the partnerships that have been forged between the NYPD and other agencies over this period, and it's not just the attacks in Lower Manhattan on that day in September, because if you go back to a different day in another September, September 16th, 1920, we had the first large vehicle bomb, a cart pulled by a horse, go off in front of the stock exchange on Wall Street, killing 30 people and injuring 143 others. We have deep experience in the world of terrorism in New York because of what New York is, and we have a deep bench in terms of expertise, talent, and equipment to combat terrorism. I was thinking this week of Lieutenant Mark Torrey here, the CEO of the bomb squad, and his team behind us, and how this begins to unfold on a night in Westchester County with a package, you know, found in a home up there. That's the Westchester County Police Bomb Squad working with the FBI Special Agent Bomb Technicians, who are seamless in their partnership with the NYPD Bomb Squad. What we ask of the bomb squad and the bomb techs from the FBI is to go where we ask nowhere else to go, no one else to go. And to handle things we ask no one else to handle. And granted, they do it with an immense amount of training that is standardized nationally. Granted, they do it at the drop of a dime, you know, day or night, but with also a significant amount of equipment that is the result of over $160 million from several different funding streams that we get from the Department of Homeland Security. Every time that time of year comes around, we always ask for more. And when you ask why, this long after 9/11, we continue to need additional funding, it's because of weeks like this, when you see those resources have to show up at multiple locations, sometimes at the same time, and deploy for these kinds of calls. So this was a remarkable week. The partnership between the NYPD and the FBI was a remarkable piece of investigative work, which we've seen from the JTTF before. The partnership between the NYPD's bomb technicians, their colleagues in Westchester County, their colleagues from the FBI Special Agent Bomb Technician Corps, their colleagues from the hazmat team, which is also with us today, that's part of the JTTF. You see that come together, and you see how incredibly tight these partnerships are, important they are, and effective they are.
All right, any questions?
Needless to say, an average person would be freaked out having to deal with a bomb. I'm just wondering, Lieutenant, if you can talk a little bit about, obviously there's a tremendous amount of training, but there seems to be a certain fearlessness fearlessness maybe that goes into to doing this? What goes through someone's mind when they're trying to ascertain if a bomb is real and trying to defuse it?
Good.
Sure.
So fearlessness is actually a little bit inaccurate. You have to have not so much a fear, but a very healthy respect for the power of an explosive device and what it can do to the human body. So essentially what my technicians will tell you here, they have I'm the leader. They get to do the fun stuff. They get to do the real job. I get to orchestrate the ballet, as I like to say. But they would tell you that it just takes extraordinary focus. You can't become paralyzed by fear, but you can't become foolhardy. So they focus, they're trained, they're very, very disciplined, they're highly motivated, and we are extremely well trained again and very well equipped. You put all of that together, and sort of what comes out the other end is a successful mission. That's pretty much what it is.
To do what you folks do obviously takes a certain mindset and a training that you have had, but it's not necessarily one that your families have had. So what are the conversations that you folks have had with your families during this very scary week?
So when I first came here, that conversation was had with my very new wife of about a year, and I said, hey, at least it's not really dangerous. We have dogs, we have robots really to do the job for us, particularly the robots. And 5 days later was World Trade Center round one. So she said, you're a liar. But the point is they all know that we do what we love to do, and they support us. We have everyone here will tell you, a very, very supportive family. It's a job that somebody has to do. So we do it, and we do it with the support of our families. Thank you.
Questions?
Anything else?
Is there anything more known yet about how these packages managed to get so far into the mail system? And do you find that concerning?
That's still all part of the FBI investigation, and it's still continuing.
That's all, guys?
Chief, come on. Chief, is there any indication of what the suspect's New York roots were?
Again, it's all part of the investigation. It's being conducted right now by the JTTF. Still an ongoing investigation.
Exactly how many of the bombs did the NYPD bomb squad handle? And of all the 13, how many?
They recovered and removed 3 confirmed devices.
Yeah. Chief, was it just that, or Lieutenant, that the bombs weren't done correctly, or was it luck that they weren't jostled more?
Again, that's all being covered by the FBI. It's down in the Quantico labs, and they're discussing it. It was a dangerous device, is what we can say.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Hold on, one quick addition here, though. You know, let's give these guys all the credit they deserve. And this is not the first time we've dealt with bombs in New York City. They handle them exactly the right way. So when you look at the fact that no one got injured, and this has happened before, these excellent professionals come into play. They do things the right way. That's part of why people are kept safe. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
You going back?